Hello everyone, it's GromitFan01 here, and welcome to my cracking video. Shaun the Sheep is easily one of Aardman's most popular brands. The TV show is loved all over the world, and has gained lots of fans since it first premiered in 2007. So in 2013, it was a huge surprise that it was announced that this mischievous sheep was soon to star in his first ever feature film, considering the fact that the show has simply no dialogue whatsoever. And in 2015, the film was released on February the 6th and was titled Shaun the Sheep Movie. The movie was directed by the show's creator Richard Starzak and Mark Burton, who has co-written many Aardman films, as well as the DreamWorks movie Madagascar. The plot focuses on Shaun, voiced by Justin Fletcher, and his flock of sheep who are bored of the daily routine of being on a farm called Mossy Bottom. Shaun soon conducts a plan to have a day off with the sheep by making their dim-witted farmer, voiced by John Sparks, to fall asleep and lock him in a rusty old caravan. But when the caravan is accidentally let loose and heads down a steep hill into the city, their day off is soon cut short as they must head off to the city to rescue the farmer. However, while being in the city, they find all sorts of surprises, such as stray animals, hairdressers, and a fearsome containment officer called Trumper, voiced by Omar Jalili, who is on the hunt to capture our heroes and will stop at nothing that gets in his way. Even though there is no dialogue, the emotions of the story, the characters, and the music are beyond amazing and groundbreaking in this movie that exceeds the expectations of a feature film that is based on a TV series. It just goes to show that you can get so invested in a story that clearly has non-verbal communication, but somehow can make a connection with its beautifully expressive characters that are clearly doing all the work in making the story work on a level for both children and adults too. Speaking of which, the facial expressions on the characters are just extremely expressive, clever, and just pure genius to watch. With the occasional glare or roll of the eyes, you can clearly tell what the characters' emotions are and how they contribute to the plot. The plot is so simple and yet so adventurous that it takes these characters on an adventure that is different to their normal stories on the farm. Of course, the episodes in the series are restricted to 7 minutes, but with a full-length feature film, you can explore more into these characters and put them in situations that are different to the series. Like the farmer being a hairdresser is both funny and a realistic take on today's society, as it shows how in the real world, how just normal people can be famous instantly by making a simple piece of art go viral. And with that subplot being set in a hairdresser's, it gives some sort of room for the film's story. Also, with this being a movie that has no dialogue, the viewing value works on so many levels with everyone. Whether you have hearing difficulties, speak a different language, or whatever the reason, this movie can be watched all over the world, and that is the same with the TV series. With the Shaun universe expanded with some new characters, the one character that I love is the villain of the piece, which is Trumper. And yes, I know I've gone on and on with him being one of my favourite characters, and as well as being my all-time favourite villain, but Trumper is a great example of what a villain should be like. He's villainous, he's funny, he's arrogant, he's expressive, and the list goes on. As I said in my previous videos, his motivation is just so simple and yet so effective, which is what makes him a perfect nemesis for the flock to encounter. Even though I love the villain a lot, I'm not really that much of a fan of Slip the Orphan Dog, voiced by Tim Hans. There is just something about this character that just seems rather bland about her. It might have something to do with the design, as it just feels so odd in the Shaun world. Of course, the Shaun world is different to the world of Wallace and Gromit, but they could have made some changes with the design, especially the face. It just looks really creepy for this world. The design was a mixture of cute and ugly, but having the two polar opposites joining together just doesn't work for me. So besides that one little negative point, Shaun the Sheep the movie is a film that the whole family can really enjoy. It really shows Aardman at its best with a story that is full of laughs, emotion and tension that I'm sure fans of the TV series will love to watch this great movie. I'm GromitFan01 and I hope you enjoyed the video.